Tommy, you've talked a lot about football the past couple weeks, and don't worry, we're going to talk about football, but more so, I want to know who you are and what your why is. The draft is literally about a week and a half away. You are about to change your life forever. You're going to become a professional athlete. That is, I'm sure, a dream come true. Have you taken the time to actually sit and reflect on what's about to happen?
I think literally right before I was about to talk to you, I went to the bathroom. I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, dang, like I'll literally be wearing like an NFL like practice jersey, NFL gear, whatever the case may be. I'm just like, wow, that's like pretty incredible to see kind of where I've came from the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. What has that path looked like the last 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been definitely a grind. Each and every day, there's always that, there's always the doubt that might come whenever you don't have success. Couple tough years, and as a team in Northwestern, just like myself individually, just yeah, it's been a grind. Just always trying to push through things that you can't necessarily see. You can't see the success maybe, but just always knowing like I got to work hard to give myself a chance. And I mean, it's definitely been great to, throughout this process for me, being able to see all that hard work finally pay off.
And when you face those moments of self-doubt or maybe man, what am I doing? I can't do this, or the rejection or the adversity, what gets you go what fires you back up? What keeps you going? What pushes you
Right.
forward?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think for me, I think it's everyone that's like invested in me. So I think about my family, friends, teachers, coaches. But yeah, I mean, just those people putting their time in me to believe in me. Like I said, my parents like take me to football practice for, being up till midnight after a game to come pick me up. Like just the little things like that. They've consistently, put the time and effort into me. So I'm like, I got to make the most of my opportunity. I can't let those people down.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, what's your why? If you had to look back and be like, why am I doing this? Am I doing it for myself? Am I doing it for somebody else? Would you say it's your family?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
definitely my family, because just being there through a lot of the dark days of, why are we doing this? So
Yeah.
I feel like that's just my way. The best thing I could do is really just work hard to kind of show appreciation to them.
Yeah. Have you been able to spend a lot of time with them leading up to this next week and a half or so?
Not really. I don't go back to Kansas City till like probably a week from now. So
Right.
I've just been on the phone with them. I've been talking to them a lot though over the phone, but yeah, I haven't seen them since like right after the combine.
It'll be nice to eventually see them and then hopefully kind of feel like all the hard work has paid off together. I do
Mhm.
want to bring up, I know I said that we wouldn't talk a lot about football, but you're a talented football player. You got to acknowledge it. That 4.49 combine number, how did that feel? It was a record breaking number, but how did that feel when you clocked that time? Like, what went through your head?
Yeah, so when I ran, like I knew, the run felt clean, felt good. I knew I was going to be at worst in the 4.5s after the run. I was okay. I ran all the way through, felt good, and then, the official results came out during our like position drills. So I saw my name on the board. It was like 4.49. I was just like, wow. It was like a little moment like, wow, like that's really, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. But, in that moment, I had to get right back to the drills, focus on the
Yeah.
drills. And then, at the end of the combine, after all that, like I was so exhausted, but I was up all night. Like I couldn't sleep. And I mean, I think just the adrenaline from everything that's going on, obviously, running a really good time. Definitely was definitely exciting.
Yeah. Did you have a goal number in mind or had you ever run that fast before?
Yeah, that was my first time like running the 40 all the way through since high school. So like literally
Uh-huh.
at that moment was the first time. And my goal was a
Wait, I'm
4.4.
sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. That was
No,
the
go ahead.
first time since high school?
Since high school, yeah. Like
You're
actually
lying.
running it full speed, 100% effort.
Wait, you, I'm sorry. That blows my mind. The fact that you hadn't done that full out since high school and you just casually just clocked that. That's
Yeah.
insane. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, my goal coming in, because I knew, okay, at the worst, I was probably going to be 4.5s, but I wanted to get a 4.48, so I got a 4.49, which is fantastic.
Yeah, heck yeah. Let's see. we talk, or as analysts, we talk a lot about like the skill sets you guys have and what you can bring to the table. And the one thing that keeps coming up for you is versatility. Tell
Hmm.
me how that kind of helps you as an athlete on the field, but also kind of translates to who you are off of the field as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it just shows I can handle a lot and do a lot of
Yeah.
things well. I think since I started playing football my freshman year in high school, each year I've just grown as a player and gotten smarter and continued to learn each year. And I think that's kind of helped me in being able to excel at multiple spots. And I think, I've been, playing like three spots, the same kind of three spots since high school. And then, with defensive end, outside linebacker, defensive tackle, like I played those three kind of spots all 8 of my years essentially. So, um, yeah, I think it definitely helps my case being a versatile player. Um, and I think it just shows kind of my overall football IQ.
Heck yeah. I guess we're talking about the beginning of your journey. Like I said, a week and a half away, things are going to change. But okay, you get drafted, you land on a team, you have a great career. At the end of your career, what do you want your legacy to be?
Mm. I
Tough
would
question,
say,
I know.
yeah, I've never got that question. That's a very good question. I would say when people look back at me, I want them to say this was a guy that did everything the right way, worked extremely hard, and obviously was a great football player.
Simply put, but
Hmm.
beautiful. That is wonderful. And when you reach a level of success, or actually, before I even get there, what does success look like for you?
Yeah, that's another. I like this
I know
podcast.
I'm hammering you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I gotta ask
no,
them.
you're asking great questions. What does success look like? Well, I think success will look like a lot of things. I would say for me, it's doing things the right way. Being productive, and obviously on the field, and then giving back to people, giving back to the community. I would say
Giving back. Yeah.
right, and then
Go
on
ahead.
top of that, I mean, being able to take care of my family.
That's it.
So
That
that's
sounds like
success to me.
success to me. Yeah, that sounds
Right.
exactly like success. When you talk about giving back, is that something like, how do you want to do that?
Yeah, I would say giving back to my high school, my community, in terms of like, I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out yet, but I just know I want to help out in some
Yeah,
way.
yeah. You got,
Uh,
look, you, like I said, you were at the very beginning of
Right,
everything. You got a lot of time, but
right,
just to have that kind of like vision of like, okay, when I get there, like, I know for a fact, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I know for a fact I'm going to give back. I think that's awesome.
exactly.
Let's see. I know I'm hammering you with all
Nah,
kinds
keep
of
going. I
questions. I'm
love this.
sorry.
No,
I
don't.
want people to know like who you are. Yes, you are this great football player. That's wonderful. I'm not taking anything away from your accomplishments, but who are you? Like, who are these fans getting in their cities? You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess if you have to, or you have a kid who looks at you and is like, I want to be him when I grow up, what would you tell him?
I would say you got to take advantage of every opportunity you have and maximize those opportunities. You obviously have to work hard. You have to always want to continue to learn. I think the moment you think you know it all is when you kind of stop growing and kind of people kind of pass you. So, and the thing about it, I think that just gives you a chance. You have to do you got to do what I consider what those things I just said. Like I think those are the bare minimum. Like in terms of maximizing your opportunities, working hard, things like that. And I think that gives you a chance. And then it's obviously the next level of like finding the ways to I guess get to that next level in your game or as a person. Talking to your teammates, asking questions, things like that.
Yeah, always be a learner. I love it.
Hmm.
Other than that, I think that pretty much wraps everything up for me. As at least, is there anything else that you would like to get out there or say or use your platform for?
True. I mean, it's really not complicated, like in terms of how to get what you want. I mean, you can't take there's no really a short path. I mean, you gotta work hard, you gotta maximize your opportunities, and you gotta always be wanting to learn and ask questions. So
That's awesome. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Again, just a week and a half out. This is a dream come true. I see a lot of success in your future on the field as well as off. You've got a very good head on your shoulders, very skilled athlete as well. Can't count that out. But good luck to you, and we look forward to seeing what you'll do in the future.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.